evening.
What day of the week is it? Saturday. And as Ann says, it's a Saturday party.
It's a Saturday party, everybody, and welcome to a first look at Flipgrid.
Yes. So I am Jornay, Savvy Educator.
I am Elizabeth Schmoolface.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jess.
Oh, that's me. Everybody, hi. We're so glad you're here. I'm Ann Cosma, and I'm tossing it to my friend right over here.
And I'm Feli. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Súper felices de que estén aquí con todos nosotros. Nos la vamos a pasar de maravilla. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're super happy that you're here with us because we have so many things to talk about, and we're super excited to share all of this with you all.
Yes, definitely. And we are the educators on Team Flipgrid, here to support you. And so we see that you're tuning in from all over the world. And we just want to start off today, as we always start off, with our mission at Flipgrid, which is to empower every learner on the planet to share their voice and to respect the diverse voices of others. Now, if you've been around with Flipgrid for a while, or if you're brand new, you should know that every August, we are so anxious to share the updates that our incredible team has been working on all year to help you further empower every voice. Now, last week, we had a great opportunity to learn and get a sneak peek from our incredible team of designers, engineers, program managers, and so much more. Take a look.
My name is Cindy, and I am a design PM.
Wait, hold on, Cindy. Start over.
All right, just kidding.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, Flipgrid Community. My name is Charlene.
I am Ethan.
I'm Connor.
My name is Mary.
How do I sound? Can everybody hear me?
Hey everyone, Comishir.
Joshua Sullivan on the iOS camera team.
Elliot Mitchell on the Android camera team.
This is Akansha from the product team.
I want to quickly show off the new landing page.
We are excited to announce the revamp of Flipgrid's Help Center.
I'll be talking about the admin features on mobile.
And I am here to talk to you about updates we're making to the Discovery Library.
Excited to show off some of these mobile exclusive lenses.
The new music feature.
And backdrops.
Updates to the response detail page.
Changes we've made to leaving feedback for students.
Shout outs to Anne, Jess, Elizabeth, Scott, Jornay, Connor, Justin, Song, Christina, Sheesh from the Noida team, Liz for our accessibility efforts, and Josh and Ajinkia.
The entire mobile team has been working tirelessly throughout the entire summer.
Taking something that was ambitious and very ambiguous, refining it down into like what has become a good experience.
My name is Cindy.
I love that video. We are so privileged to work with incredible people from all over the world. And so it's just such a great thing to get to see this snapshot and the pride that they have in the product that they are building and working on every day. It just brings me so much joy to watch them talk about it.
Absolutely. And thank you to our entire team who continue to make that magic happen and allow student voice to be shared, empowered, and amplified in so many creative ways. You all rock. Now, you might notice that somebody is missing. We have one educator missing from today, but we have a special video to show you.
Hey everyone. You might have seen some of the excitement on social leading up to these new features, like lenses, backdrop, and music. I wanted to stop in and remind you that you are the heartbeat of Flipgrid. And these features were 100% inspired by you and your feedback. My friends are going to walk you through these new features and tell you everything you need to know.
That's our friend.
In the chat. So hello, friend. We are so excited to walk through these new features in the first look. So, friends, are you ready to kick this off?
Ready.
All right. So I get to drive and do the screen sharing today. And what you're looking at is the redesigned Flipgrid. And we are so excited to share this. So If you are brand new to Flipgrid, friends, we want to say welcome, and you can get started simply by going to flipgrid.com. Flipgrid is a place where we can learn together, and we love to describe this as a simple, free video discussion platform by Microsoft that allows you to make learning fun, fulfilling, and empowering. So I'm actually going to scroll down on this page for just a second and talk about Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a social learning site, and I love this. The idea where every voice matters. And you know, wacky is welcome. And of course, Flipgrid is a place where sharing is safe and accessible. So in today's first look, we're going to help you get started, showing you how easy it is to create a community, spark a discussion, and watch the magic come to life. And friends, are you ready for this? I'm going to very quickly show you on screen how easy it is to get started. If you are brand new, you're going to go through that educator sign up button. But if you already have an account, you simply click on where it says log in. And I'm going to go ahead and choose to log in with my Microsoft account. And as this gets loaded up, I'm simply going to select the correct account. Here we go. Well, loading. How quickly can it go? Goodness gracious, friends, my new account isn't popping up. So when things don't go as planned, plan A, you go right to plan B. So I'm not going to be able to show you this from the very first. What I'm going to do is just show you what happens when you get signed in and you land inside your educator account. Now, I'm already going to have some groups created, and that's okay. If you are brand new, you're going to see, hey, welcome, get started. Let's create your first group. But here on the screen, as this gets going, you see I have 245 topics. I have 50 groups. Friends, can we take a second? Talk about the difference between groups and topics? How about that? Jordan, what's a group? You want to tell us what's a group?
Yeah, you know, a group is your learning community. It is the members that will join and be a part of those discussions. And guess what? You have full control of who will be in those groups.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think before we get started, Feli, we have some different language. We have different terminology that I think you're going to explain to friends, correct?
Sí, mi vida linda. So, because we know that learning can take place anytime, anywhere, and not only in an academic setting, we have made some changes to the terminology used in Flipgrid to be even more inclusive of our learning community. The first change you will see is that we have changed educator to lead. As a result, we have replaced the word co-pilot with co-lead. And finally, because we know that many of you are learning socially from each other, we have replaced the word student with member. Y suenan excelentes en español. Mira, líder, co-líder y miembro de una comunidad de aprendizaje. Y se escucha bien lindo.
I love it. And friends, all of this is to simplify and help you use Flipgrid to share, celebrate, and showcase the authentic voices and unique, beautiful, diverse voices in your learning community. So though this terminology has changed, you recognize those familiar terms, groups, your classroom, and topics as those individual discussions or assignment. And Jess, right? I think you're coming in now, and I'm going to do the driving on the back end.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to talk a little bit, right like Anne said, when you log in, so you'll notice that there's a fresh new group or new look, excuse me. I'm so excited to talk about groups. It's just coming out. So some things have been cleaned up a little bit. It's streamlined to just make it so easy to navigate around. And you'll see that you have this gorgeous tile view where you can get a snapshot of where all of your groups are listed right there. But Anne did mention you can actually toggle back and forth. We love to talk about how educators are in complete control. So if you'd prefer to have the list view, and go ahead and click on that. There you go. Then you can have all of your groups listed so you can choose how exactly you want to have it. And then up at the top of the screen there, you'll see a simplified look. We've got our groups, we've got discovery, and then shorts. But do not worry, everything else you could possibly need is right there under your little picture up in the corner. When you click there, you'll be able to access your profile. You'll be able to see your activity. So any recent videos that your students are recording, you can go, your members are recording. Depends on what your learning community is, right? It's not always going to be students. So you can see that right there. You can get Grid Pals, mixtapes, your achievements. So any badges you may have earned, all of that is in one space right there. And go ahead and click on profile for me if you would. I want to show one thing that's new. So you may remember that you've been able to go in and change your display name. So after you're recording a video, it gives that option. You can actually, under your profile now, go in and change your display name right there. So sometimes, maybe Anne is working with her students and she wants it to say Mrs. Cosma rather than Anne K anytime that she does a reply or anything like that. So she can go in and change, add Miss Cosma right there, and then update. And every time that you're having your groups or anything, it'll show up like that. So that's what the members of your community will see. So it's just one stop. You can go ahead and it's across the board. That'll totally change it rather than each time you record having to change your display name. So that's a really cool thing. Let's go back to groups and let's click in to see how we would create a group. So whether you're in the tile view or whether you're in the list view, you will see in the upper corner, there is that blue button in order for you to add a group. It's going to be in the same space no matter which view you're in. And so whenever we want to create, and like Jornay said, this is your community, right? So it can be your classroom, it can be your book club, it can be your PLC, whoever your community is, that's who you're creating your group for. So when you click in there, you'll see that it has you as the lead. You are the group owner, you created it. So you'll see that label right there for you. And then you can come up with the title of what your group is, the Flipgrid First Look. And then of course you have ways that you can manage your members. So these are still the same as what they were before. You'll see that there's the email or domain. This is one that we highly recommend. We've found that most schools are either a Google or Microsoft school. Even if you don't think you are, if you're like, no, I'm not at google.com, there's a good chance that your school district is one of those too. So you use that email domain, and all that you do there is you put in anything that's after that @ symbol. In this way, your participants, your members can authenticate into the group from that. So you would put anything after the @ symbol, but be aware, I always love to point out that if you're in a school setting, there's a lot of times that students actually have a different domain than the educators. So you might need to put in s- whatever or stu dot whatever. So just be cognizant of that and add in as many domains as you need. There's also the username option or Google Classroom roster. That is all you need in order to create your group. But really quick, and if you scroll up just a little bit, I want to show that you have your details. These are the things you need: your title, your members, but there's also that button there that says settings. And there's just a couple extra things of if you want your group to be active or hidden. Maybe you're unlike me, I was never able to do this in the classroom, but maybe you plan really far ahead and you have your group ready and you want to have it hidden until you're ready for it to go. You can toggle there, notifications, different things like that. So just make sure as you're creating that you toggle and look through the settings so that you can make this your own. But that's all you need, is you can create the group. And what's cool too is you don't have to put your members in right away. If you're just planning some stuff, you can go in and create your group, but you won't be able to share it until you add your members. But you can get all the basics in there, and then it'll say, hey, don't forget to add your members before you share. And that's it. And your group is ready, and you'll see all of these share options: share to Google Classroom, share to Teams, Remind, Twitter, QR code. If you talk to your members different ways through Seesaw or Schoology or anything, you can simply just copy and paste that code, and wherever it is that you talk to people digitally, give that to them and they'll be able to join in. And so that's it for creating a group. But I think Elizabeth is going to take us through the topics.
Yes, I am. Thanks so much, Jess. So we're going to go into the topics. So if you look over on the right-hand side, there's a little blue button that says topic with a plus sign. We're going to click in there. And so in the create topic, I want to point out something really quickly at the top. There are two options. You can toggle between details and setting. Yes. And so that's a really nice new feature. In general, the design is really simple so that you can focus on what matters the most, which is creating your topic. So Anne has put in a title. We have a space for a description. You can type in here as well. You have an option to add a link. And then if you look right underneath the description box, it says topic media. So these are things that you can add into your topic. We have an image, a video, you can add a GIF, a Bitmoji, or a sticker, upload a video, there's integration with YouTube or Vimeo, and then there's a separate new button called Add Integration. And that, I believe, is for Buncee and Adobe Spark if you click in there. There's also an option to add an attachment. Oh, cool. Anne's gonna choose a sticker or maybe like a Giphy or something for us. These are the all new emojis too that you may have noticed, which we are so excited are a part of Flipgrid. So Anne chose this really cute smiley face with the heart. She's gonna set her recording time, and you can set up to 10 minutes, lots of options here. 30 seconds is what Anne chose. Let's scroll up, Anne, really quickly and click over to settings. Perfect. So in settings, we have the topic status. You can make it active, view only, or hidden. There's also this new approve member activity. So this is an option to moderate. You can click it on, and it gives you a lot of control in terms of what people see, the different people in the groups. And yes, they'll stay hidden until you choose to flip that switch over to green. Now below, there are also some other options. You can do video text comments. You can have video comments only, text comments only, or none. Lots of options for you to customize. There's also closed captioning in a variety of language as well, really hitting the accessibility button so that everyone has a chance to understand what the videos are. Now these buttons, the response, you are able to toggle between leaving these on or off. This includes attachment links, downloads and sharing, likes on videos. You may or may not want those to show, so complete control for you. Also another exciting thing, and if you click into camera, we now have essentials and expressions. And so underneath those two, you can see essentials are text, drawing, photos, sticker, frames, and boards. You can choose to turn those on or off for the people who are using the topic, and same with expressions. So lenses, filters, GIFs, and backdrops are new features. You can have those be a part of your video or not be a part of your video. So complete customization and control for you. You also have sticky notes that you can turn on and off, and then the guest password, which is optional. So again, a lot of options for you, complete customization, again, toggling back and forth. You can change your mind, and when you're ready, you just click that button that says save to group, and we've created a topic.
Something that I love so much is how there's so many options, right? And so educators truly can make this absolutely their own. So even just setting up, okay, there's a couple of steps. You don't even have to worry about those settings if you don't want to, but there's so much that you can go in and explore. So we always say push all the buttons. We highly recommend going in and just playing around and see how to make this your own.
And something that I love from what I see is that you can also differentiate. You have so many options to differentiate your classes, because what might work for your first period might not work for your second period, your third period, and so on and so forth. So those options are completely available for you, so you can differentiate your instruction in your classroom or with your community.
Those are some awesome tips, Feli. Thank you so much. And I know that was a lot of info, so let's do a quick wraparound on this new simplified look inside of Flipgrid. Awesome transition. Now let's head over to that student view.
Okay, friends, so what I'm going to do is remove myself from StreamYard so that my camera can be used inside of the Flipgrid camera. So I'm going to disappear from here for a minute. You guys fill time while I click buttons and I go get into the Flipgrid camera, okay?
Okay, maybe Linda.
Now, guys, I think this is probably my most exciting part that Feli is going to show us today. But we've seen so much on social, right, Elizabeth? Like, what are some of the new features that maybe educators might see as Feli shares today?
Absolutely. So love the response on social. The community is outstanding, already using things, which I've been so impressed with. I love your creative options for backdrops that you've been using. Lenses are out of this world. You guys are just so inspiring. And the music, so much exciting stuff. So keep sharing it with us. We absolutely love to see what you are doing inside of your classrooms and your learning communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I think,
I'm coming back because I'm having internet issues and my computer is just loading slowly. Everybody, Flipgrid's working as expected, but I think my internet is just slow today.
I'll go ahead and join and see if I can't share. But leave that up for a second because I need the join code.
Oh, hey, check this out, Jess. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Sure can. So that's a beautiful thing, right? If we've got our join code right there. And even, this is a new thing, if you click on that code right there, it actually will automatically copy it for you as well so that you can, just another way that you can share with your community.
Jess, are you going in and launching?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to take this. And do you want to screen share too?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove my screen. Friends, this is live. This is the beauty of a live demonstration. Notice Jess has disappeared. She's going to launch her screen. And that's what we as educators do. When plan A goes sideways, what do? You roll right to plan B, right? And you pull that next strategy out of your pocket. So here's her screen.
And this is exactly what can happen in the classroom, Anne, right? So it's our community is just like used to it. It can happen. You have plan B. Y vámonos. Let's go. Let's do this.
Sí. I think that'll be my mantra for the rest of the year. Let's do this. Just keep rolling with it. All right, we're in.
All right. So Jess, right? Jess is now driving here, and this is the student view. So students can go to flipgrid.com on any web browser or launch the free Flipgrid app. They can click on the link if you've shared that link via a virtual platform, digital platform. And when they go to flipgrid.com, you will see they can enter that join code. So they simply enter it there, and then we'll add in to the page where you have your topic description, today's aha moment. And they simply click that button that says add response. So Jess is going to go ahead and drive through this. And what's going to happen is the Flipgrid camera will be launched. And you will see, here we go. Here we go. We're just waiting for this.
Maybe it will be launched. Maybe.
The beauty, there it is, inside Flipgrid now. I think what happens is when you live stream and you have all of these things trying to feed in, you just get that delay. But Jess is inside the Flipgrid camera now, and everybody notice those buttons along the bottom. You have some options, you have effects, you have that new backdrop button. Jess, click on options and notice a few things that she has access to. Uploading a video clip. So if that's a clip you already have on your device, I love the next option that just shows mic only, which is perfect for student podcasting or remaining off camera for any reason. You can still use all of the creative effects inside, but mic only is a really creative option. You can mirror video, which is beautiful for character point of view, author's purpose, interviews, having text display in the correct orientation on screen. You can mute your camera, perhaps to remove the background audio, a paper slide video, a silent film, if you will. You also have that brilliant screen recorder built into Flipgrid. So I love to say, what if you're sharing a PowerPoint or a Google slide deck, or your students build a Minecraft world? Use that screen recorder to capture anything. And of course, the device settings let you toggle between a front and rear facing camera if that's how your device is enabled. So all of those options exist within the camera. And Feli, you're coming in, right, to talk about effects?
I can jump into effects. Yes, I can. So under effects, we have all of these amazing options where creativity can be taken to the extreme, right? We have filters, mucha creatividad, not only for our students, our community, but also for us as teachers. So if you're not wearing makeup today, don't worry about it. You can use all of those filters. Y bien bonitos, bien padre. And that's another way to provide shelter for our babies, for our students, right? For our community, right? Because if you go more that way, maybe Linda, the other way. Gracias, mi corazón. That's also a way. I was an ESL teacher, and my students, since they were acquiring the language, they were very shy about showing their faces on their video. And I was like, that's okay, mi corazón. I want to hear your voice. If you don't want to show me your beautiful face, look, we have these filters right here. And then eventually that was like, by the middle of the semester, they were like, oh, I don't need a filter anymore. I'm ready to collaborate and participate in class. But look at all of those options that we have there available to provide this shelter for our babies, for our students, for our community, but also to take creativity to a next level. Then we have the option to add text. Again, we can add text. We can have an activity where we're teaching vocabulary, where our students are the ones teaching those words, and those word walls that we have in the classroom really become interactive, because once you create this video, you're able to generate a QR code that you can have on those word walls with the amazing videos that your students can create. So you can have text, you can move text, you can duplicate, you can delete it if you don't like it, and add much more. Y en cualquier idioma que tú quieras escribir, puedes agregar el texto. You can, I need better glasses, my friend. Perdón. You can also edit your text depending if you want a different color, you want different size. Once again, creativity has no limit. Right after text, if we go back to it, por favor, we also have the option of ink, right? Just like the word says, I'm able to draw on the screen. And this is also, ay, qué bonito. So just like that, look at that. So we already know what our beautiful Jess is thinking. So look at the beautiful video that she was able to create just with 2 tools that she just got from our effects, right? And also you can change the color, you can add, you can copy, you can paste, you can delete. Volvemos a lo mismo. La creatividad vuela hasta el cielo. Next to ink, we have boards. One of my favorite ones. Porque aquí, the screen of your video is divided where students are actually middle of the screen, right? And they're able to manipulate the screen so they can see less of them or more of them, or maybe not. They're not on the screen, right? And we only have the board or the screen. And we go back to differentiating for our kids if they don't want to be seen, right? If they don't want to be on the video. It's all about them. It's about creating those relationships. You can move the text onto your notebook. I call them notebooks, all right? But they're boards. You can also write or draw on them. And once again, your video is totally amazing. Right next to boards, mi corazón. Gracias, mi vida linda. We have the option of stickers, calcamonías, y tenemos una inmensa cantidad. We have a lot of stickers to select from, and you can also, I want to also tell you that you can also use Spanish to look for some of these stickers. We have some Spanish words available here, and we will be adding more languages. Right next to stickers, you want to add a sticker, mi cielo lindo? Sí, gracias. Perfecto. Right next to stickers, we have the option of, okay, and then I'm going to need you to help me because this is the ESL in me. Is it GIF or GIFs? I don't know how you call them, pero están disponibles. And this is the newest thing that we have available on web, because before we only had this option on our devices, but now it's here. So imagine our students love this option. And once again, my friends, creativity has no limit. And you can add as many as you need to, so your video can really look amazing. Y después tenemos photos. So you can also add a photo. So if you have a photo already saved on your device, you can bring it here. One of the things that I love to use with my students is have a picture of those anchor shirts that I had in my classroom and bring them into a Flipgrid video and really make them interactive. That gatito looks beautiful, mi vida linda. Yes, and then she's telling us all about herself, right? So this is another way that we can have those relationships with our students, because I know that Jess loves her cat. So see, we can use all of this to establish relationships and also acquire a language, or we can have our students teach everything that is happening in the classroom. And that's where they have control. You become the facilitator and your students have control of their learning. And then finally, we have frames. And those are frames, beautiful frames, or marcos o cuadros, como les llamamos en español, that you can also use into your video so that your video looks even more beautiful, mis corazones. And is that the one you're going to use, mi vida linda? Sí, perfecto. Ahora sí, viene lo más padrísimo, mucho más. I want to talk to you about, ¿listos? Backdrops. Yes. So with backdrops, you can virtually transport yourself to anywhere on this planet or out of this planet. Take learning to new roles by selecting from the different available preset backdrops and share your voice. Also, you or your community members can make Flipgrid more personal and authentic by adding your own static images or videos. That's totally awesome, mis corazones, because you bring the image and you're going to be inside the image explaining the image. Same thing with the video. The video is going to be playing and you're going to be like, and doing all of that good stuff, right? That we do when we are explaining something. Bien padrísimo. Ay! There's no better way to make teaching and learning even more interactive than with backdrops. Mira, qué padre. I love it. I love it. Yay. So think about students explaining the phases of the moon. That's an activity, right, that we can bring into here, where she or he can insert the video as a backdrop, and then she or he can explain the lunar phases as the video plays in the back. Now, that is engaging and really, really interactive. Now, how can your video have a greater impact on your audience? It is simple, my friends, with music. Once you or your community member record the video, so in 3, 2, 1, my student created the video, and when we're here in the editing option, a mero arribita, at the very top, we add the option of adding music, and we have all of that music available so that your video can be even better. So so you can go from a happy, cheerful jingle to a calming and relaxing tune. Music adds that little extra that makes our video maravilloso. And for ELA teachers, this is an excellent way to teach tone and literature. The music has to match the message and the purpose, right? And then after this right here, all we gotta do is just select the cover image for our video. We have the different options. Jess is gonna go with her name, and she can go ahead and click on submit. One of the options available that we have on mobile, beautiful, and she already turned it into her teacher, is the ability of lenses. Y déjenme me los quito porque ya no veo. So lenses are just at a different level. Just when you thought that this could not get any better, lenses are here. So with Flipgrid lenses, the possibilities to create and share a video that will leave a lasting impression are endless. So we can select from playful celebrations with a party hat. You click on the hat, le planas al hatito, al sombrerito, and it changes. But we're gonna see that in action because we have a beautiful video from our team for all of you, con mucho amor y de todo nuestro corazón.
Let's look at the next year through a new lens.
Let's get back to normal.
Let's move forward.
Not to the status quo.
Let's choose a new path to go.
We're the eyes and ears of the present.
The boots on the ground for the future.
And we're coming for it.
Armed with new perspectives,
new learnings,
new confidence.
In ourselves
and in our value.
Because what we bring
is everything.
We inspire,
connect,
and empower every voice. Yes!
I just want to say, yes!
I love that video and the gorgeous demonstration of so many creative possibilities with these new features inside the Flipgrid camera. I love it. I love it. I love it. See.
Absolutely. And so now that we know how student voice can be shared in so many creative ways, we also know as educators that feedback is one of the most effective teaching and learning strategies that has immediate impact on learning and student progress. So when both educators and students give clear and specific feedback on tasks, then students are motivated to even think about other ways that they can improve, which is incredible. So we're now in our admin side, and with Flipgrid, you as a lead can provide text or video public comments to share with all members, or you can choose private comments for more personal feedback to that specific member. So when you're ready to give feedback and share comments, go to the video you wish to comment on. So here's Jess's video.
That's everything I know about.
Now, what's so cool is you can either pre-plan whether you want that comment to be public or private. So if you look right in that little box, you have a little toggle that you can go back and forth and either leave your video as public or private for your students. But if you've already added a comment, let's say this is a video from the past and you have it set as public, but you want to go back and change it to private, you always can. So always click on those three dots. It means more options, and you can always toggle back and forth of setting private to public. Just click on that for us again so we can see it. There we go. We can set it as public or private and toggle back and forth. So in addition to this
one thing too, really quick, Jornay. So see, whenever I toggled back to it, it actually shows you here that it is private. So it's just another way that you can see so that you remember, is it a public one? Is it a private one? It'll tell you right there too.
Absolutely. And we got all of that from feedback from incredible educators around the world. So y'all continue using Flipgrid and giving us feedback. And what's so cool about the feedback now is that you can continue watching all of the other videos, those member videos, as you are giving comments. So once again, time is saved. You know, we can multitask as educators in so many ways. So you'll see the next video playing at the bottom of the screen while you're making comments on the other students' video. So thank you to our team who made that happen. Now, as educators, we all know we are better together. And there is a special place inside of Flipgrid that shows just that. And it's called Discovery. So if you look at the very top of Jess's screen, here's our little light bulb with the word Discovery. And when we click inside, oh, I love this part. We have a treasure chest, y'all, of free resources created by partners and educators. And we are on our way to having almost 40,000 topics because of you. So in addition to some of the things you might see right here on the screen, if we scroll down, you see a topic for me, a topic of the day, a wonder of the day, and you can search in so many ways. But we have almost 60 plus partners that have been committed to writing high quality content in the form of topics for you. So check out the Metropolitan Museum of Art. You see Epic Books, Equal Justice Initiative, KQED, Little Brown Publishing, Nearpod, and so much more. All right. And educators, I know we plan. So whether you have already started school or you're planning for your very first days, you don't have to worry about having a group and topic ready to go. You can always search these topics and save for later. So let's find a topic just so that we can see what this looks like now. So we're gonna just find a really cool topic. There's one about kindness. That would be great for the beginning of the school year, talking about kindness. All right. So let's say I don't want to use it right now, because if I want to use it right now, I click add topic and I get a topic template that I can edit very easily to add to my group. But if you look at the very bottom, we now have a save for later option. Now with this save for later option, you can save it to a collection that you already have. Look at that, the first day's ideas, perfect collection. But let's say you don't have a collection created. You can always create a brand new collection. So once again, educators, I know you are planners in so many different ways. So whether you want to organize your collections by your quarters, or maybe by themes, or maybe by subject areas, or maybe from maybe certain times, you know, of the year that you want to highlight and remember for the next year. There's so many ways. And once again, you are in full control. Now, we're going to get out of our topic right now, and I want to showcase something else that's very, very special inside of Discovery. So if we go up to the very top, in addition to these resources, what you'll see at the very top under featured is our Flipgrid live events. We are so proud to present free live event experiences to scholars around the world with a moderated Q&A. We invite you to join our experts and authors and creators as we explore and learn together. And guess what? One of your favorite educators here on the team, she's down there, is on every single one of the live events. And you want to share a little bit about the excitement that's coming?
Yeah, absolutely. I love these. It's a chance for you to bring experts and authors and folks from incredible organizations around the world into your classroom. We just celebrated World Elephant Day. We have the Intrepid Museum coming up. We're exploring tide pools with California State Parks. Oh my gosh, these ones that are coming up. Get ready for Dot Day. Peter Reynolds is going live on September 15th. So this is so easy for you as educators and lead learners in your community. Register. You immediately get a link. You can broadcast this live in your classroom or share the link with your community. So it's a great opportunity for you to bring the world to your classroom, and we'd love to have you join. We do these live every week. They're completely free. And as Jornay said, they are fully moderated by our team. So you can feel comfortable and confident having your students join, whether they're face-to-face or remote. And we cannot wait for this coming season of Flipgrid Live events. Friends, it's going to be an incredible year. So please, please, please join us.
I was touched the other day seeing an educator share that during the pandemic, they were able to have field trips for their students when they weren't physically in school. So whether you are remote, hybrid, or face-to-face in the classroom, these events can be accessible for any student in any way. So check it out. And in addition to these live events, we love supporting our community in so many other ways. So we have a blog site that we share some best practices, resources, updates. So Jess is just going to go to blog.flipgrid.com. And what's super cool is that top one there is the top 10 new tools and resources from Flipgrid. So here you'll be able to see all those new features that we showcased today. You're able to get more information about it with other resources and ideas. So check out the blog. In addition to the blog, we have an amazing help center. So shout out to our support team for making this an incredible place. They recharged and revamped it just for you. And we are definitely here to help. So this is where you can either search our top articles or even type in idea you have or maybe a question you have and get tips right at your fingertips, okay? So this is a great place to start if you're stuck. In addition to that, if you didn't know, we actually have a little Help Center widget right inside of your admin. So that's a really great place, just as kind of showcasing that little question mark. If you click there, you will see the Help Center pop right on your screen when you're inside of Flipgrid. So don't hesitate to use that and find the answers to your questions. Now, in addition to that, there's even more. Most of you are watching right now on YouTube. And YouTube is a place where we house all of the programming that we create. So if you missed out on something from this summer, like we had an awesome Educator Innovation Month, you can go back and watch content. We talked about so many things like language learning development. We talked about creativity in the classroom and best practices for math and science. So you can go here and learn right alongside all other educators. So definitely check that out. Now, oh my gosh, friends, we are kind of wrapping up. I can't believe we went through so many things today.
That was a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff.
The excitement continues, right? So I'm gonna just once again put up this banner. Join the conversation. The things that you heard today, we would love to hear from you, what you're excited to try, or if you tried some things out already with your scholars, give us some feedback on social media. Tell us what the students are enjoying. And we really encourage you to let your students push all those buttons in, right? And explore and discover.
And absolutely, I was just going to say about the hashtag, we love to describe the Flipgrid community as the loudest, raddest, most passionate community of folks around the world who are working together to empower every voice. So definitely get connected on social and let us know how we can help too.
And in addition to that, I'm going to throw this out there. Tweet at us and you might have a chance to win a special swag pack that includes one of my favorite books, Flipgrid in an Interactive Class, from our friends, the Merrill's EDU, and some other Flipgrid fun goodies, okay? So get connected, share with us on social, and we are going to play a little video to wrap us up.
It is absolutely incredible to see the creative ways you've already been using these new Flipgrid features. From Mike, who's celebrating with lenses, to Natasha, who clearly is ready for backdrops. And no surprise, Andy using all of these, including music. Thank you for all that you do to empower every voice.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you so much, Scott. We know you're watching and sending you all of our love. And yes, educators, get on social media, share those great ideas because we truly learn when we share and we grow together. So we really appreciate that.
Friends, you all inspire us every day. It's been an absolute treat to get to spend some time together for a Saturday party. Friends, any last thoughts?
I just want to say thank you. As Scott mentioned in the very beginning, every single update that we do is based on what you all have told us that you want, what you need. So we're so thankful that you are constantly reaching out and telling us ways that we can completely improve Flipgrid for you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Estamos increíblemente. Ay. Go ahead, my friend.
No. I was just going to say you inspire us every day. I feel so lucky to hear all the amazing things you are doing with your students. And thank you, thank you, thank you. We are thinking of you always.
Increíblemente agradecidos que sean parte de nuestra comunidad, increíblemente agradecidos por todo lo que hacen por cada uno de sus estudiantes, día con día, año con año. Siempre están en nuestros corazones. Thank you so much for being part of our community, and we love you.
Yes, and I always will say this, y'all. Y'all know before I end. You as educators are the magic, okay? So if you can think it, you can truly Flipgrid it. So we are happy to be on this mission with you to empower every voice.
Hola amigos. Hello. Bonjour. Let me speak. I'm going to be interviewing my mom on my tacos.
Climate change बहुत serious subject था.
I'm going to be drawing an eye.
J'aime beaucoup lire parce que ça me permet d'aller dans un univers différent.
We should just be accepted in this world, and that's really important to me.
Oh, and I got caught up.
Check this out.
I look to music as a form of therapy.
It's gonna be delicious.
Я живу возле воды, возле реки Сена.
No, don't. I had no.
Okay, o que é importante é sua paixão, tá?
So we got an eye here. It worked. Yeah. I want to see other people's perspectives.
I want to see you. I want to see what you like to do.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.